It's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Singletary again. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Dolphins hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
All again on 2nd down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown, Dolphins! Breece Hall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Jackson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to leave.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And a throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And some room to work. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one too low. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Back to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. They'll look to throw again. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Report. Hey.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for the Niners. 65 yards. Now back to throw. Touchdown. A.J. Brown from 10 yards out. And the 49ers are able to claw one back. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. He'll drop to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They go play action here on first down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 6 yards away. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. They run it with Hall off the option. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now it's Jackson. And check down complete to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run with Hall. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Hall again. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
2nd and 15. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Ball again on 2nd down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll go again with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd and 6. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so.